Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is for my 10 on the 10th collab. It's the collab that I host, and it's to make around 10 Christmas cards every month, and we post on the 10th so that when the holidays roll around we will have one thing already taken care of that we don't have to stress about. And it's just fun doing Christmas all year long. That's my favorite holiday, so it's easy for me to do Christmas cards all year long. I do have 12 cards here. Sometimes I might not get quite 8. If I'm doing maybe a sheet load where there might be just 6 cards, sometimes I do a lot more than 10. I think I said 8 a minute ago, but 10 is the average number. But it can be more, it can be less. It's just for the individual to have, to help build up their stash. And in the description below, there will be the links to the other ladies who are doing this along with me. Now, for this month, I went with this sheet of cut-aparts by ManDaLee. I purchased, and this is called Winterland. I purchased it at a scrapbook store in Barboursville, West Virginia, that I like to go to whenever I'm up in that area. I did not get any more of the collection, but I really thought these cut-aparts were just beautiful. And I have kind of given myself some themes for each month to kind of help me along, just to get my mind going whenever I'm getting ready to start on my cards. I'm not trying to come up with an idea of where to start. I kind of have a general idea. So for the month of May, I wanted to go with feminine. And so when I was thinking, I was at work, this is Sunday, so yes, I was at work on Friday, and I was trying to just go through Pinterest and look up feminine ideas for Christmas cards, and a lot of them had doilies. And I have a box full, one of those like photo boxes from Hobby Lobby, I can't even get the lid on it because it's so full of doilies. And then I love to use flowers, like Christmas flowers, and so this cut-apart sheet had 12 images, and I had a package of, from Hobby Lobby, Christmas small red, white poinsettias, and it had 12 in it. So I was able to use up an entire package of these little flowers and the whole sheet of the cut-aparts. Plus, I was able to go through a lot of my cardstock, and then these were all just like, the pattern paper was just all scraps and leftovers from previous projects. So I'll just go through real fast and show one by one. And I used bases from Hobby Lobby. No, they were on clearance from Joann's. I just went with the craft cardstock because it had a lot of like really light, like pale tan, and just a lot of almost like faded colors in these images, which I loved. And it's almost like a very wintry images. And I still need to put, like, if I'm going to put some kind of cinnamon on the front, I'm not sure. I may just do the stamp on the inside because I just really love the simple layout. I kind of just kept the cluster right in the center. And I went with just a sheet of a piece of the pattern paper. And then I matted them with some just cardstock. And there's the first one with this cute little bird. And it's got these little star ornaments and like some floral pieces here, and I just went with the flower up there. Now, when I was kind of getting the pieces put together, I was trying to kind of evenly put, some flowers on this side and some on that side, but when I was actually attaching everything down, for some reason, they all wanted to go on that side. There's one card where I thought that it looked good over here. Everything else is right up here somewhere on this side. But they're going to different people, so it won't really matter. But I used all red and white doilies. I did pull out some green, but it really wasn't the right shade. It didn't match with any of the papers once I started trying to, layer them together. So I went with all red and white doilies. Okay, so there's the first one. I love that image. I think it's so cute. This one I love. It's the deer and kind of like a wintry forest with the snow coming down. I love all that like floral behind it. And I went with the white poinsettia on this card. Now this is the only one where I think I might have another one, but where the red paper went up against the red doily, but where it's different shades, I think it still stands out enough, and I think it looks just fine. Love this glittery polka dot paper. That was scrap paper that I was able to make a couple of cards with. So there's that one. And here's the one that the flower went really nicely on this side of the card. I went with a green cardstock on this. And this is, I think the pattern was actually supposed to go that way, but this was a piece of scrap and it was the exact width that I needed. So I just went with the up and down on it. I think it still looks just fine. Use the red doily and the green cardstock and this cute little cardinal with the mittens and ornaments. I think ManDaLee has like really gorgeous images. I don't hardly ever get that because if I'm not mistaken, I think the ManDaLee has the cut apart images that you have to actually fussy cut. They don't have anything already punched out for you, and a lot of it looks very intricate. Like there are a lot of small images, and I just don't want. I think it'd be okay if you had like one of those scan and cuts. Probably be a lot easier, but I'm not going to sit there and hand cut all of those images. But now these were just 12, square cut aparts, easy enough to take apart. And I love the images. When I first saw it, I knew these would be perfect for my 10 on the 10th. And there is the deer with the snow-covered barn in the background, and you can see like the wood grain. I think beautiful image. And went with the white doily and green cardstock and the red poinsettia. And then here's another one of the deer in the woods. The little cardinal, another little bird right there. So cute. And love that background paper with these images. And I used the pattern papers either came from scraps like that I had been given, or 2 different paper pads. I pulled from like pieces of paper that had already been cut into. And then here's this really pretty background paper there, and this gorgeous image with the owl and the cardinal and like ice skates. Super adorable. Love this card. This one might be one of my favorites. And then the snowman is so cute. Went with a really dark green. I thought that just really popped out just amazingly. Love this card. Let me pull this up just a little bit. My cats are playing at the door. One's inside and one's outside. And they keep shutting the door. Okay, so there is that card. Here's another one with the adorable bird, or 2 birds and little mittens. And it's almost like a bluish gray coloring in some of these cut aparts. So that's why I went with a piece of paper here that had sort of that blue-gray background. And then here's this really pretty one. I love that dark green with this image. And the white doily. I mean, this card is definitely probably my favorite in the whole batch. Love the like rustic and sort of vintage looking. Just reminds me of like Christmas a long time ago, what it would have been like. Very peaceful looking in that image. And this one's gorgeous. This little snowy wolf or fox. I think it's a fox. Very cute with the sled. And there again, I went with the blue because of the blue background on the image. Love that. And it doesn't show up very well on camera, but this is a dark, sort of a turquoisey blue. It really matches well with the trees. Looks more dark on the camera. Not quite as dark in person, but it even looks just fine on the camera. I love how it pops out. And then I got 2 more here. There's another one with the little wolf. This time he's got like a little pile of snowballs and a mailbox and like some skis. I just love how they've just created his images. Very cute, very beautiful, soft, just very wintry looking. Went with the red and green stripe on this one. And then the last one is a snow globe with the deer and like the poinsettias and the bird. Oh, there's an owl up there. I didn't see that at first. He's so tiny, just sitting up there. Love, love, love this image. So there are my 12 cards for this month's 10 on the 10th. Just used one cut apart sheet with 12 images and just layered them on some doilies and some cardstock and pattern paper. So this is very much like a stash buster set of cards here. So it'd be great for anyone wanting to kind of use up pattern papers and cardstock and little embellishments. And that is my share for this month. Hope everyone has had a great weekend. Today is Sunday when I'm filming this. So hope you all have a great Monday tomorrow when you actually see this. And I'll talk to you all the next time. Take care.